What is it? More brutes?
Worse.
Hey guys, Rusty here. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Cool, hey. Hey guys, Rusty over here, and recently it was confirmed for the second time, by the way, that Halo Infinite, the new Halo game coming out in 2020, is going to have microtransactions. Now, this is not a surprise to anyone. It was obvious that this game was going to have microtransactions, but hey, it's still enough. I'm still annoyed. I'm not shocked. I'm pissed. Not surprised. Angry that Halo, a game that I love, is going to have microtransactions. So I figured I never actually put my opinion out there. I never really made a video on microtransactions, and since I am a WoW channel, I make all my videos on World of Warcraft. I want to take a look at store mounts, basically the in-game store in WoW, and how I feel about that, and maybe later on in the video talk about microtransactions and gaming as a whole. So, what is my problem with the store mounts in WoW, and basically just the in-game store in WoW in general? It's the fact that, let's talk about the mount specifically. I feel it takes away from gameplay. So let's look at the mount, the Silverian Dreamwalker, I think that's the name of it, the one that came with 6 months of game time, which I believe is the most recent store mounts besides the 15th anniversary ones. So let's look at the Civilian Dreamwalker. So instead of having it be in the store for 6 months game time, it could have been something like Glory of the Ajara Raider. It could have been something Glory of the Eternal Raider, or sorry, the dungeon one, the dungeon meta achievement. Basically, what I'm trying to say is they could have locked it behind some kind of gameplay option. It could have been an RBG mount. What RBG mounts are there? I think there's like maybe 2 or 3 RBG mounts in the game right now. They need to add more. Imagine if the Silverian Dreamwalker was an RBG mount. I would probably start doing RBGs. And listen, I hate PvP. Hate it. But if there's mounts behind it, I'm going to do PvP, and I'm going to do my best to get those mounts. You know why? Because there's a fucking mount behind it. Instead, it's put in the store, and it takes away from what could be really good and fun gameplay. I don't like it. And on top of that, guys, gameplay aside, listen, you have to pay for WoW 3 times. You have to buy the base game and all the previous expansions. You have to buy the current expansion, and on top of that, you're paying $15 for a sub fee. That is ridiculous. On top of that, I should not have to buy mounts in an in-game store when I'm already paying for the game 3 times. That money should be going to develop mounts that are put in-game, not into the store. I mean, even the most recent mounts, the 15th anniversary ones, I find it I don't think they're as bad. One, because they're shit compared to the other store mounts, which, by the way, these microtransactions in the store mounts specifically, Blizzard is obviously going to put the coolest and the best looking mounts in the store. And don't tell me that the Civilian Dreamwalker is just the Drake skeleton. Which, yes, it is just a Drake skeleton, but it's still a completely unique model. Tell you what, I bet you all my gold, which is like 1.5 million by the way, so maybe not that much, all my gold, everything I have, if you find something that looks exactly like the Silverian Dreamwalker, I'm struggling to pronounce that. If you find something that looks exactly like that mount in-game, I will give you all my gold. Everything. Every single item I have on my character. It's yours. No, they're not going to do that. They're going to put all the best looking unique models on the store. They're not going to put the crappy ones on there. Now, again, they kind of changed this with the classic or the 15th anniversary mounts. Let's be honest, guys. Those mounts are basically just shitty reskins. So I don't think these are as bad. Another reason I don't think they're as bad is because these actually come with, I believe, the collector's edition for classic WoW. So the way I see it, they're basically adding a second purchasing option for these mounts. So if you don't want to buy the classic anniversary or the collector's edition, you could still get the mounts on the Blizzard store. I'm still not a big fan of them. However, I don't think those mounts are as bad as the other store mounts. Anyways, back to my original point before I went off on a tangent there. The fact that I have to pay for WoW 3 times and then have to buy, I think there's like 10, almost, how many store mounts are there? There's a lot of store mounts on there, and then there's also the ones they retired, which they're eventually going to bring back in the future, by the way. The fact that I have to pay for these store mounts on top of the 3 times that I already have to pay for WoW is ridiculous to me, and it's completely unethical, and it blows my mind that people support this and just take a freaking cock in the ass from Blizzard every single time they defend these companies that fuck them in the ass with these microtransactions, guys. It blows my mind. I don't understand it. I see these arguments too where it's like, hey, it's cosmetic, guys. Who cares? Listen. Whether you like the guy or not, something Asmongold always says, let's use something he always says. So, if you get a Lamborghini, why do you buy the Lamborghini? By the way, if you're watching this on stream, by the way, hey, what's up? Sorry if I get this wrong. You could correct it if you want. Anyways, You buy a Lamborghini, you're not going to go fast, right? You'll get arrested, you'll go to jail. You're going to park in Taco Bell, and you're going to order a taco and just sit there and watch as people come over and stroke your cock and say, wow, nice Lamborghini, dude. Cosmetics in life, cosmetics in game, cosmetics is everything. You want to be better. You want something that makes you look better. Let's use something in World of Warcraft. The Mythic Jaina mount. Before Eternal Palace and Crucible came out. You see someone with the Mythic Jaina mount, you know they killed Mythic Jaina. It's a completely unique model. You know they killed a really hard and difficult raid boss. Now imagine if they put the Mythic Jaina mount in the store. And you could also get it on Mythic Jaina. So let's say they did both. You could either pay for it or you could earn it. That accomplishment of earning it off Mythic Jaina is just gone. Because you don't know if they got it from killing Mythic Jaina or from buying it from the store. And it's the same thing even if they just had it on the store and not Mythic Jaina. The prestige of that mount and it's just gone. No one cares. Even if you take a look at a game that's not World of Warcraft. Let's take a look at Halo Reach, for example. So on Halo Reach, if you got to the max rank of Inheritor, you got a badass looking skull helmet, which is just a helmet with a literal skull on your face. It was an incredible looking helmet, and if you saw someone with that helmet in-game, you know they grinded the shit out of that game, fucking played it hours non-stop, got up to max rank, and earned themselves that awesome looking helmet. Now picture this, imagine that helmet was just on an in-game store and you just bought it. No one would give a shit. No one would care. It blows my mind when I see the argument that it's cosmetic, so therefore it doesn't matter that it's a microtransaction on a store. It blows my mind, guys. Cosmetics in games, cosmetics in real life, everything. Now, this may come as a surprise as I'm making a video talking about how shit microtransactions and store mounts are for a game. But I actually used to not care about store mounts in World of Warcraft, and I thought they were actually okay. And the reason for that is that currently in-game, you can use gold you earn in-game to buy WoW tokens, which you could then turn into Battle.net balance to buy store mounts. And I actually used this method to buy store mounts in-game because I didn't think it was that bad. I didn't think it was doing any harm. However, it is. Believe me. And the reason for that is that it still gives Blizzard an incentive, a monetary incentive, to make store mounts. And the reason for that, before you buy those 2 WoW tokens with in-game gold, someone else has to buy those WoW tokens with real money. It's $20 per WoW token, so it's $40 that for 2 WoW tokens, you need to buy 2. So I'm pretty sure, just doing the math in my head here, I could be wrong, but I think Blizzard actually makes more money off you buying a mount with in-game gold compared to buying it directly. Don't quote me on that, though. I don't know about that. But essentially, my point is that it still gives Blizzard a monetary incentive to continue to make these store mounts and to put them in-game. And I eventually changed my mind on this, and therefore, I don't like the argument where it's, yeah, you could just buy the store mounts with in-game gold. I don't like it. I could see how people could think that. However, I'm just trying to point out to you guys because it was eventually pointed out to me, and I realized I was wrong. I changed my opinion on that. I don't think it's a good argument to make for store mounts. The fact that it gives Blizzard that incentive to create them, it takes away from gameplay. Those mounts could be put into the game for, again, maybe something like RBGs. Instead, they're on the store, and buying it with in-game gold still gives Blizzard that incentive to continue to make them. I don't like that argument anymore. Now, one of the dumbest and most retarded fucking arguments that I ever see for microtransactions is that they're optional and you don't have to buy them. Yeah, well, that's true. Well, what if there's this really cool cosmetic item that I want, but it's locked behind the store? There's no other way for me to get it. Or if it is in the game, it's locked behind some really long arbitrary grind in order to incentivize me to buy it in the store. I hate that argument that I see all the time where it's optional, you have to buy them. And even dumber than that, it's why I see the argument like, why do you care how people spend their money? Oh my god, it makes me so mad. It's like, you don't want to know why I care? Because it gives these fucking companies incentives to continue to make these microtransactions and continue to fuck the gaming community in the ass with them. And people just don't realize it. Yeah, that's why I care how people spend their money. Because it gives these companies incentives to keep making the microtransactions that I believe are ruining gaming. That's why I fucking care. And guys, whether you realize it or not, microtransactions are not there to enhance your gaming experience and to make it better. Whether it's in World of Warcraft through the in-game store or for something later on with Halo Infinite. Guys, microtransactions are there to steal your money, take every fucking last penny, and fuck you in the ass. They are not there to enhance your gaming experience, guys. They're there to steal your money and take everything you have left. It's a cancer in gaming, and it's quite possibly one of the worst things about gaming today. Now, I realize I've been all doom and gloom about microtransactions in this video, and that's because they truly are a cancer in gaming right now, or at least I really believe that. However, I do think there are some examples of more ethical microtransactions. One of these being actually in World of Warcraft, being the server transfers. I think it is okay for someone on a low pop or dead realm to want a server transfer off, or for someone to want a server transfer to play with friends. However, I don't think it should be free, because then people would be server hopping and server transferring all the time. It would be unhealthy for the game. It would fuck with server populations. The fact that you actually have to pay for a server transfer actually de-incentivizes it. However, that option is still there for people, so they can buy one and Blizzard make some money off of it. I think server transfers are a more ethical microtransaction. I actually think they are okay. Not faction changes, though, that fucks with faction imbalance. And looking at free-to-play games, guys, listen. I get gaming is a business, and if a game is free to play where you do not have to pay to actually play the game, like looking at Path of Exile and League of Legends, I'm okay with microtransactions there. They need some way to make money to fund their game, right? So therefore, I'm okay with a free to play game having microtransactions. I'm still not the biggest fan of those types of games, but that's just me personally. Ethically, I think it is okay that those types of games do have microtransactions, but not in World of Warcraft, where I have to pay for it 3 fucking times, or for when I drop $60 on a game like Black Ops fucking 4 and waste my time there, and then fucking Activision is fucking shoving my face with microtransactions. It's bullshit. I don't like it. Free-to-play games, though, it's okay. And another thing to close the video off that I see on Twitter all the time is that people say, why do people still complain about these microtransactions? They're never going to go away. Listen, guys, I don't know if microtransactions are ever going to go away. What I do know 100% is that if people like me, people like maybe Asmongold, everyone who doesn't like microtransactions, if all these people stop talking about them and stop complaining about them, then they 100% will never go away. It's simple as that. However, I do believe that if people keep complaining, if enough people complain, enough people talk about it, maybe one day, maybe 20 fucking years from now, I don't know, I think there's a very small chance that maybe, at the very least, we could get microtransactions to not be as intrusive as they are, and who knows, maybe they'll go away completely. Unlikely, but hey, I think there's still a small, very small chance, and if there's still a very small chance, I don't give a shit if it's as small as, I was gonna make a penis joke, but I mean, listen, hey. Anyways, I don't care if it's that small of a chance, I'll take that chance. I'll continue to talk about microtransactions until I can't fucking talk anymore, or until I die. Fuck microtransactions. They are ruining gaming, in my opinion, and they're the reason why I don't play as many games anymore. It's basically just World of Warcraft and just Halo Master Chief Collection at this point, which won't have microtransactions, by the way. Maybe I'll just play that instead of Halo Infinite. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you agree with me, tell me how great I am down below. If you disagree, feel free to leave a comment telling your opinion. I'm all for having good conversations. I'm not taking any personal insults. I'll just fucking delete your comment. Actually, no, I won't, because I'll just make fun of you. Anyways, if you want to have a discussion down in the comments, I'm all for it. Just keep it civil. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I love you all.